Do you want to know how to motivate a child who gives up easily? I'm Nicolene Peck. I teach about relationships. I'm the founder of Teaching Self-Government, which is a parenting program. And in this video, that is what we are talking about. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 key things that you can do to help your child that gives up easily feel like they can get going again. If you want to make sure your child can rally after disappointments and that they can motivate themselves when they have a tendency to give up, then it's really good to be proactive. So start ahead of time by preparing your child to accept failure. So there is a skill that I teach in my Teaching Self-Government course. This skill is called accepting no answers. So when a person accepts a no answer, they look at the person or the situation, they keep a calm face, voice, and body, they say okay, or they ask to disagree appropriately, and then they drop the subject. So disappointing things happen all the time. Sometimes we didn't win the race, we didn't get a good grade like we wanted to, we didn't get things our way, we tried something and we failed. These are all examples of no answers. So when a person experiences something like this, they need to look at the situation, keep a calm face, voice, and body, say, okay, that happened, or disagree appropriately with someone about it if they needed to. That's a whole other skill for another day. And then they need to drop the subject, so not carry it with them. So a wise parent teaches their child ahead of time the skills that they need for success in the minute. So if you've noticed your child has a tendency to get disappointed and they give up easily, they probably need some skill development. Another proactive thing that you really want to do is be sure to have meetings with your child. So prepare ahead of time with the child by having a special planning meeting. Talk about the situation that happens, how sometimes things occur that don't go their way, and maybe they tried to do something but it didn't go perfectly at first, and that this is called disappointment, and that we can handle this disappointment by using this awesome skill called accepting a no answer. And then after that, talk about how you're going to be correcting problems or fixing things in the minute if they don't go right. If a person isn't able to remember their skill, how you're going to remind them of the skill in the minute. Also, you're probably going to want to set up some sort of a positive motivation system. So when they do things well, when they decide to drop the subject, to keep a calm face, voice, and body about it, to disagree appropriately instead of get emotional and talk back, that they will actually be rewarded in some way. So when a person learns self-government, which is the thing I'm known for teaching, they have to master cause and effect. So the effect of a good choice should be something positive. So for a little while, you could create some sort of a synthetic positive consequence. Maybe it's a chart system like a little sticker, or maybe it's a really natural positive consequence like some praise and a high five or something like that, so that they know that they've done well. But tell them ahead of time, this will be your positive consequence when you do choose to accept a no answer next time something feels like it might be disappointing. Then remind them to come and tell you when they have utilized that skill, so that you can be sure to give them the praise that they're looking for, so that they can see that cause and effect in action. This will help them have a change of behavior and a change of heart. And if you have regular meetings, you can continually check up with them and see how they're doing on mastering their day-to-day disappointments. After you've done this fantastic preparation, then you can be on the watch for those experiences that you think in the past might have been a problem for your child, and you can prepare them for success. So I have 5 different teaching styles that I teach to parents. One of those teaching styles is called pre-teaching. There's 3 different ways that we use pre-teaching. There's instructional pre-teaching, situational pre-teaching, and then there's prepping. So if you've taught a skill for how to accept a no answer, you're going to want to use the prep type of pre-teaching right before you think a no answer is going to occur. So maybe they're going to be in a race, or they're working on a special project for school and hoping to get a good grade. Then you know, oh wait, their hopes are attached to something. They might have emotionally invested in this, and I've got to prepare them for success. So right at that time, right before the race, right before they turn in the paper, tell them, hey, you have done your best you can to prepare for this. So go out there, do your best, or turn that paper in, and know that you've done the most amazing job that you can. And when you get your results back, if it's not what you like, remember to just accept a no answer, because I'm not going to care if you don't get a perfect grade or if you are not first at the end of the race. I'm only going to care that you did your very best. See, sometimes they think we are expecting things out of them that are unrealistic, such as winning all the time, being the very best student, better than everybody else. Parents sometimes unknowingly put a lot of pressure on their children, and this can be really detrimental for their anxiety, which really, when a person has a hard time with failure, they give up easily, that's actually a sign of a higher level of anxiety. So prep them ahead of time, and then they'll succeed in the minute. I'm not giving up yet. I have a lot more to come on this video, but before I get to my next points, subscribe to this channel. You're not going to want to miss any of the videos that come out on this channel every day. People choose to give up on a regular basis because they've developed a habit. It's a processing habit. So as soon as they feel something, overwhelmed, maybe fearful, anxiety, concerned, then they immediately think, I don't know if I can do it. I can't do it. I failed last time. I'm not sure. And then that's when the emotion kicks in. It starts to fuel them, and then that controls all their behavior, and they don't take the action. So it's really important for you to understand what's happening inside their heads and with their chemicals in their body, but it's also important for them to understand what's going on within themselves. Do they know that they can think before those emotions start happening? They can. There is a split second where they can tell themselves, I can do this. I know it feels scary, but I can do this. I can do hard things, or whatever phrase maybe you teach them that they need to tell themselves. It's important. These are empowering things that you teach your child so that they recognize that failure is okay and success is awesome too, and that they don't get either one of those things unless they keep trying. It's vital that we don't baby our children and coddle our children when things don't go their way. Don't emote too much in front of the child when they are experiencing a disappointment. It's important that we show we care, but that also we can be strong. So we want to fill in their brain with things like, this happens to everybody. It's okay. This is part of growing up. We're going to learn from this. What can we learn from this? Give them empowering words that they can use instead of reverting back to that habit of emotion and overwhelm like they usually do. I know that some children just have a tendency to get more overwhelmed than others, but there are things that we can do to motivate our children so that they don't give up so easily. If you've enjoyed this video, I know you're going to enjoy my next video, because my next video is a full class that I have created just for you. This class is called The Expectation Trap versus the Cycle for Success. This is going to help you and your child learn key things that you can think and do so that you don't fall into the traps of giving up ever again. Click on that link now and we'll see you there.